Hi everyone, Helena here from Scratch Magazine, and today I'm joined by the fabulous nail artist Kirsty Meakin. Welcome, Kirsty.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited. I get nervous, but I'm nervous-sighted.
It's the nervous, excited bubble. Fantastic. Yeah. That's what we like. That always gets some good energy.
Definitely.
Well, thank you so much, because you are one of our 5 members of the Nail Coalition, and this nail coalition is made up of, these 5 amazing nail artists.
It's pretty epic, isn't it? It's pretty epic.
It's a pretty epic bag of people. So, and you've all got such amazing and versatile skills. And you've joined together to support the very first challenge in the World Star Nail Artist competition.
Which I am like so excited about. I cannot wait to see what people create. I am like, I can't wait. I just can't wait.
Oh, it's going to be amazing. What's really cool about the brief for this first challenge is that our top 12 have got to design a nail inspired by every single one of you in the coalition. So you'll have loads of Kirsty Meakin nails.
I know. I'm like, what are they gonna do? Like, I was thinking, how like, are they going to be inspired by my style of nails? Are they going to be inspired by my personality? Is it, you know, I'm like, it's going to be like, how do people perceive me? Because obviously I'm just me, a little bit crazy, and I'm just very me, very raw. And I can't wait to see how people interpret that into a design. How cool is that?
Me neither. It's going to be so interesting. I love it. So why don't we help some people out a little bit and get to know you a bit better to help with their creativity and design. So let's go back to basics. Let's start from the very beginning, when young Kirsty first picked up a nail brush. How did it happen? God. How did the nail journey start?
So I got into the nail industry when I was 17. So I went to college when I was 16, originally to do photography, media studies and art, because I always loved art. Art was like my thing, my creative output, my soul food. You know, I loved anything creative. I met a boy and dropped out of college, but anyway, we removed that. Then I was like, right, okay, need to do something. Love nails, love makeup, anything creative. Got into working in a salon, did my apprenticeship and all that shebang. Started off doing very basic nails. My first set of nails were like, you know, not the best, but there's no cameras and, you know, smartphones around in those days, which I'm quite thankful of. So I then because I was doing beauty and nails, I gravitated to nails. There wasn't much nail art about, but I loved art, and I started to play around with products and see what their limitations are, and started to do nail art. Obviously then we've fast forward a lot of years, because obviously I was 17 then. I'm a lot older now. I've eventually, you know, developed my own brand and done crazy nails and competed all over the world, which I absolutely loved so much, and it really stretched me as a nail artist, and it made me a better nail artist. And so now I just feel like you know, I'm so fortunate to have a job that I love and I can do on a daily basis, and get so much enjoyment out of it. I get so much enjoyment out of educating other people and seeing what they create as well. But I've art-wise, I've always loved anything art-wise. And
now there's quite a few strings to the Kirsty Meakin bow, aren't there? Because you know, you're a big social media icon in the nail industry. You've got your own product range, and obviously you're a nail artist in your own right. I mean, what do you love about these different facets of your industry profile, I guess?
Well, the whole social media thing, there was never a plan. There was no plan. This is all happened very organically.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, people like to see me on camera and like my personality, and along with the nails and the creative side, people enjoy watching satisfying content. So being able to teach people, I love, because I love to see their progression. Being able to educate people via social media and inspire people, I absolutely love. And then actually doing nails myself, I kind of feel like I've got the best of all these facets of this diamond, and I feel so lucky to have that, because I could never see me doing anything else, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you touched on your personality there. How would you describe your personality?
Well, I'm a little bit crazy, but I have two sides to me, I think. So I have the creative side of me that has these ideas that go round my head on a daily basis, and I draw at those ideas and try to create a nail design from that idea. So we smush them all together and we come up with something cool. Then I've also got another side of me that is anxious. I get nervous. I've been through a stage in my life where I didn't even want to go out the door. Yet I knew that I love people, but I found myself not liking people, and it was because I wasn't going out and I wasn't interacting. So I have got that mellow side of me. It's not my favorite side, but through anything creative, it makes me my best self, if you get what I mean. So, I know that people see videos of me be me most of the time, but there is a percentage of me that has those dark times, and it's not a bad thing. I now know how to manage my own emotions and what fixes me and what keeps me being me and the best part of me. So there is, if you described me, I don't know how people would describe me. If I could describe myself, I don't know. It's like I know that I can talk a lot, and I can go from one subject to another subject to another subject. So if you don't speak fluent Kirsty, you may not know what I'm on about. So luckily, the people that work around me can speak fluent Kirsty, and you'll notice even in this interview, I'll go from this, that, and the other. Clearly got ADHD, undiagnosed, but it's quite apparent, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think I can use that to help me actually be me, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
I hope I didn't digress.
I think we'll all be speaking fluent Kirsty by the end of this. Sure. But in terms of your personal style, you've got your own apparel range as well, haven't you? How would you describe your personal style, the way you kind of look, the way you dress, the style that goes into your products? Like, can you give us some insight?
So, style is in, I love fashion, because fashion can be relayed into nails. That's why I love fashion. I like really extreme couture fashion, and I feel like I like to wear clothes that make me feel good. So I love colour. I will wear colour as much as I possibly can on a daily basis, because it makes me feel good. It's good food for the soul. And it's not about wanting gratification from other people of saying, oh, she looks cool. It's this completely selfish need of mine that I like to wear things that are creative and I enjoy. And I think that relays then into my nail style. So I like things that are colourful, have contrasting colours. I love East European style nails, whether it's modern almond or Gothic almond. I love embellishments on the nail. You know, for me, more is more, but there is a fine line between a set of nails looking messy, having too much, and not having enough. So it's balancing all those elements together to make it look cohesive and everything flows and it looks pleasing to the eye. I'm always saying, oh, that's aesthetically pleasing, because things just are. And when it comes to the brand, my favorite colors are pink and green. I wear a lot of green. I have a green car, and lots of items in my wardrobe are green. But not everybody likes green, but everybody likes pink.
Gotta love pink. So many tones of pink, and you can see it in your products behind you as well. And
sparkliness as well, you know, with the rose gold. Love rose gold, love anything that sparkles, bit of a magpie. So if somebody, you know, is looking to portray my sense of style, it would definitely need to involve bling, 3D, contrasting colours, clean edges to the nail, clean structure, all of that shebang.
Amazing. You've just given some great top tips for us.
So yeah, hopefully that gives you some input.
And tell us about your tattoos as well. And does this filter into your branding as well?
Oh, well, I've got my brand logo tattooed on my hands.
There we go.
That's my most recent tattoo. So the original logo design I hand sketched. So I drew that out. It looked very much like a tattoo. It looked like a tattoo. So I worked with my graphic designer to scale that down and make it more feasible to be a digital image, because you know, when you're making your own brand and you're doing, you know, you're designing bottles and files and everything like that, not everything can have that amount of detail. But I love tattoos. I've got piercings, you know, so I've got 3 piercings. I've got one here, one here, and one here, which I actually had done at a beauty show. Gone are the days that you'd able to get that done. Now health and safety was a little bit different then. And then but tattoos, I've got tattoos that have meanings. I love Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is like, you know, oh my God, he's God to me, really. So I have lots of tattoos that are inspired by Michael Jackson, but I have tattoos that have no meaning whatsoever. I just love the artistry of them. So like, do you see this lady here?
Yeah,
I absolutely loved the artwork. So got it slapped on me. I used to have a brand, my very first brand. Some people may not know this. I had a brand many years ago called there was Colour Lock and Acrylock, and so and the design was a lock and a key. So I have the lock and the key, which is from that. So yeah, and I've got, you know, just really nice artwork. Filigree, I'm a big fan of filigree, like all this kind of stuff. I love vintage stuff. So I love upcycling, you know, old vintage furniture. I love camper vans. I love camping. I love Volkswagens. I love American muscle cars.
but it's a shame.
You know what I feel like we're on now? Do you know when you go on them speed dating things and you need to tell them everything about you, like Racky? Yes. That's what I feel like I've just done.
But you know what? It's given so much food for thought for our top 12.
Yeah.
That, I mean, it's a shame it's just one nail, because there's so much to kind of portray, I think. So it'll be interesting as to what they take out of this as well. But,
just keep it clean. You know, clean lines, contrasting colours, bling embellishments. You can't go wrong.
Absolutely. And I mean, we've talked about your loves, we've talked about your style and your personality, but when you create numerous artistic now designs, they're all over your social media.
Yeah.
What inspires your creations?
So I follow a lot of fashion. really unusual, extreme fashion that you just couldn't wear on a daily basis, because you'd probably either poke your eye out or you wouldn't fit into the toilet. You know, it's quite elaborate stuff. So I take a lot of inspiration from really avant-garde fashion. And that's probably the first thing that I would look at if I was having like a moment where I was just blank and was like, I have no idea what to do. I would look on fashion photos and draw inspiration from that. I do also look at other nail techs. So a lot of I love like the Korean style as well, and I love the East European style. But yeah, so what happens is the cogs start to tick, and it generally happens at night in bed. So I have a sketch pad at the side of my bed so I can sketch designs out. And I'll be like, the cogs will start going, and I'm like, oh my God, we can interpret that. And I'm thinking about the whole thing, not just about the nail. My brain actually goes further than the nail. It thinks about the hand and what could be wore on the hand to intensify that look. It runs deeper than just the nail, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. No, love that. And in terms of your creations, there any particular mediums you prefer working with?
I'm always going to be an acrylic girl, because you know this is what I learned with initially. But currently I absolutely love acrygel, because with acrygel you have more time to do things and perfect things. But acrylic will always be my first love. I would definitely go acrylic, acrygel, gel, hard gel. Love gel polish. I still love acrylic paints. You know, I really still love acrylic paints. I don't think even, you know, I love gel paints, but I just think nothing gets the detail as precise than an acrylic paint. And that's the old school part of me, I think.
No, I love that. Thank you so much. And just to kind of wrap up, because I think we've got such a great insight into you and your personality and what makes you tick. What's been your proudest achievement over your time in the nail industry?
I think it's hard, because obviously I've won awards, and there's a few things that stand out in my mind. I won a competition that allowed me and paid for me to go to Las Vegas to compete. If I hadn't have done that, I don't think my name would have been known in a different country. Right. And winning in Vegas, I think, elevated me even more. So winning that competition in Vegas, my very first competition, I think I will always remember how that made me feel. And we always have memories because of how it makes us feel. And I think that was amazing. Having my work exhibited in the Victorian Albert Museum was amazing. Going on television with yourself.
Yeah, we've got a few stints of those.
You know, it is amazing. And being recognized as, you know, a top person in the industry through the Scratch Star Awards, I always, you know, because I have to fight for that, because people will think, oh, she's going to win it every year. That doesn't happen. You know, I've had to fight for those Scratch Star Awards. So having that acknowledgement makes me feel good as well. But I think, you know, the V&A thing was pretty awesome. And that first competition overseas just blew my mind.
Absolutely.
Because of how it makes me feel. Not because it gave me more followers, not because it gave me more likes, not, you know, all because of how it made me feel.
Fantastic. Yeah, amazing achievement. So wonderful. And there was one question I just wanted to ask, because I know the answer, but
okay.
Our top 12 may not. Do you have any hobbies outside of nails?
Outside of nails, yes. I don't know if you class them as hobbies. So I do a few different things. So I love American cars. and I go to car shows and car meets.
Ooh.
So I love that. I like to play with resin, so I do a bit of resin art. And what I do, oh God, I can't forget this. So I'm an assistant. I'm an assistant manager for a girls' football team, and I've been involved with girls' football for the last 8 years of my life. So that's a very different thing than nails.
Mm.
I love sports. It's the competitive part of me. I'm very competitive. So yeah, there is a few different things there. And I love cats. I go to cat shows and I am the crazy cat lady.
Are you still doing your rollerblading?
Oh my God, how could I forget that? Oh, you know what?
That was the one I thought.
I have got that many pairs of skates because I absolutely love skating, and yes, I rollerblade, so skate ramps, or I've got quads as well, so I skate on quads. So I used to do roller derby,
right.
So but yeah, so I skate as well. I love skating. I've been doing that since I was a kid, and I'm a lot older now, but I still skate. Do you know what I mean? Never too old to skate.
I was waiting for that one to come in. I was like, when's she going to say about the sports thing? I was like, that's the one I had in my mind, but I've learned so much more today. And I hope our top 12 have too. I think there's so many cool ideas that can be taken. I'm really, really excited to see what they come up with for the Kirsty Meakin nail as part of the challenge.
Yeah, because even the merch brand, like the merch, our merch, like my merch, we took photos and I was skating. I had my skates. And we did it in a skate park, and it was like, yeah.
One was a scratch cover, I think, with
yes, it was.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
It's all going on. Well, thank you so much for joining us today and giving our top 12 an amazing insight into you. And
you're welcome.
And you'll be judging as part of the coalition. You'll be judging the nails that come through, which are due on the 15th of May. So thank you for lending your support and judging expertise. And we'll catch up with you very soon.
I can't wait to get my teeth into it.